twisting the truth.
You're trying to use like what's a phrase I'm trying to think of here? You're trying to use white wittiness.
Yeah.
With black stereotypes.
Yeah. He's the one that like passed out. He like technically died on stage at.
What?
Yeah, I heard about it. I didn't realize it was him. He like, dude, at the cupboard in the middle of a set, his heart just stopped. He collapsed on stage. An ambulance showed up. They hit him with the fucking things, and he like came back to life.
No way.
Yeah.
He's the Damar Hamlin of comedy.
I wrote. There's better ways to get street cred. Way to be the Jussie Smollett of comedy.
And you're gay, dude.
You're fucking gay.
Yeah. That's a double burn, dude.
Yeah, I think I got like the meat of the jokes for it, but like it's always the wording that fucks me up.
Yeah.
Because if it gets too wordy, because it's got to be all about like
punchy
the hype and how you lay it out and all that shit. Roasts are like so. You've done roasts, right?
I've done 2 and I lost, and I was like, I lost. I won't say the guy's name. I'll whisper it to you.
Okay.
I lost to him, and once I lost to him, I was like, this just isn't for me.
Right.
I don't like just writing meaningless jokes for no reason. I'd rather write meaningless jokes to try to record and put them on TikTok that no one will see.
It's definitely like a lane. Like it's kind of like what like traditional stand-up is. Like if traditional stand-up is rap, roast battles are like the freestyling guys of rap.
I would agree with that.
You know what I mean? Like there's dudes who we've never heard of that are probably so good at freestyling, but like they're like not good at like having an album, or they won't ever have an album because they just freestyle.
They can't do their own LP.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And very few people are Lil Wayne. Jeff Ross is the Lil Wayne of comedy.
Yes.
In that sense. Does that make sense? You gay foot fetish people?
Oh yeah, I gotta sell tickets, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
I fucking
show your dogs off.
Elliot Thompson said that we sold like fucking like 6 or 7 tickets to our next show because of the feet.
Yeah, well, your feet aren't as nice as Elliot's. Apparently, Elliot has the highest rating on Wiki feet ever.
Really? Do you guys like my socks are really
that
tight.
made a weird sound.
I have indents.
Your feet are so pale.
Yeah,
you have corpse feet.
Yeah, they're very sensitive.
What does that mean?
Like they're just like growing up. My feet used to be so much more calloused. Like I used to take pride in being able to like walk on hot asphalt and stuff.
Why? Why?
Because I used to like lifeguard on the beach, so my feet like were just. I was in bare feet a lot.
They're probably smooth if you're a lifeguard.
Yeah, but now they're like just like white, soft amoebas.
Yeah, they're very.
Like, my feet would blister if I walked on hot asphalt.
They look damp.
They're probably they're airing out.
Okay.
They'll dry up as the show goes.
They'll dry. All right, folks. Is that what you're into? You fucking freaks.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some people are into like the pale. I mean, because some people like the smell.
So many things.
Some people like like a stinky foot.
I know. They commented on Norman's episode.
Oh, did he have his feet up?
Yeah. Not up, not like this, not like you and Elliot.
Right.
He sells enough tickets.
He's not slutty like me and Elliot.
Right. He showed them off. And brought up the stink, and apparently these freaks are into the stink also.
Yeah, they love it all.
Yeah, dude, these kids are wild.
They're kids?
They're children. Yeah, dude. We're huge on TikTok.
Dude.
I also post on YouTube Kids. This isn't a regular YouTube. It's me and the kid that plays with toys that makes $70 million a year.
Yeah, it's you and the unboxing kid.
Yeah. We're the 2 biggest on YouTube Kids.
Dude, have you seen that thing of that girl who like pops popcorn in the hair flattener, and she says all this like anime stuff?
No. Wait, what the anime stuff? You mean like Japanese?
Yeah, dude, wait, I'll pull it up. People know what I'm like.
I don't think people know what you're talking about.
Dude, I don't know what is going on. I think she's making money, but like it seems.
Is it the NPC girl?
The black lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where she's like, "Oh, cupcakes, thank you."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not porn, right?
Apparently, like one of the early 2000s rappers gives her $10,000 every time she does it. don't want to say Cameron because I don't want
I think
Cameron to
it's
text me
Timbaland.
after this. Yep, thank you. It is Timbaland.
Yeah.
Timbaland just throws cash at her. What an insane thing. What a flex.
But I don't understand, like, what are people getting out of it, I guess, is like my...
What are people getting? Dude, you're showing off your feet to sell tickets right now. People are into some crazy shit.
Yeah, I
And
guess
you know what's
that's
even
kinda,
crazier? It works.
I guess that's kind of like where I'm going with this. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, there was a time, we definitely talked about this before where on the show, like, early on, where it's like, it used to be the birds and the bees, and now it's like the birds, the bees, and the tentacles. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just like, well, when a man meets a woman, sometimes they fall in love and a penis goes in it. Now it's like, some people like a stinky, oniony foot, and some people like a tentacle monster.
It's like the birds, the bees, the tentacles, and the used panty vending machines. I'm raising Japanese children. Every kid's Japanese from here on out.
Dude, I'm listening to Dan Carlin. I
didn't know where that was gonna go.
Dan Carlin, Hardcore History.
Who's Dan Carlin?
Dude, he's got these podcasts. He does these deep, in-depth fucking breakdowns of like history.
Okay.
Like he did like a 5 or 6 part series on Genghis Khan, bro. But like
don't. He's Genghis Khan. Can we stop?
Do you say gyro or gyro?
I say gyro, yeah, but I know it's gyro. Yeah.
I only correct myself because the feet people might get bad because they're probably also into Genghis.
No, I hate when people like. I think I brought this up a few episodes ago. When people pronounce the words correctly, but they're not that culture. I fucking hate that, dude. Or if you get mad at me for not pronouncing it right, like if you don't pronounce an Indian person's name right, they get all flustered. It's like, do you really want me to? Because it's going to be real offensive.
I feel like a move for you should be when you meet an Indian person and they tell you their name or you see their name written, you just call them by the first initial of their first name. Like V, like you're like Vinashan. Like I don't even know an Indian name off the top of my head, but you're just like, what up, V?
Well, I'm just going to be a black manager at a Subway? What are you talking about? No, it's like when someone's name's Anchor, I'll call him Anchor. I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, Anchor. That's offensive.
Yeah, but if he pronounces his name Unker, you're going to be like, yeah, it's Anchor.
But he can do it. I can't. I can't be like, hey, yo, Chris and Unker, can you help me out over? I can't. That's weird. Because you got to do an accent then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I ran into this issue when I was in Australia once. It was like the first time I went to Australia, I was like 22. Dude, I was standing at a urinal at this like crazy busy bar, and this dude standing next to me, and like he like was talk, you know, and like he was just like a party mode dude, and he was like standing next to me. And he was like, "How you doing, mate?" Like just standing there pissing in the next urinal. And I was like, "Oh, good, man." He goes,
I thought that's just Australia.
What
it's
do you
just
mean?
the constant. That's just constant Australia.
They're just always, yeah.
Yeah.
How you fucking going?
Yeah.
You know? And dude, he looks at me and he hears my accent and he goes, "Oh, mate, you a fucking seppo?" You know, a seppo. They call Americans seppos, septic tank yank. Seppo.
Oh, because tank and yank rhyme?
I guess, yeah.
All right.
They're retarded. They're fun, but they're retarded.
They're fucking dumb, dude.
So over there, he said something to me, and I was like, "How's your night going?" He goes, "Oh, mate, fucking rolling on pingers." And I go,
"Penis?
What's a?" He said, "A pinger." And I go, what's a pinger? And he goes, "Mate, it's fucking ecstasy." He's like, "You want one, mate? You want a pinger?" And I go, "Yeah, I'll have a pinger." And he goes, No, mate. I ain't going to give it to you till you say it the right way. And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "It's pinger, not pinger."
We don't do the hard R over here.
Yeah, and I was like, "Well, how do you spell it?" And he goes, "Fuck, mate, I don't know." I'm like, "You never even seen it spelled before."
It's a word that's never been written.
Right. It's like Latin or some shit. It can only be spoken. So, but like, yeah, so it's just like, but that, like, if it was an American slang term, we would call it a pinger,
Yes.
not a pinga. But
Right.
because their accent, it's pinga.
Yeah, Pingah, I would say.
Right. If you
Pinga.
right. But that's like the Boston accent where they're like,
Very similar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Norwood. It's Norwood. It's Norwood.
Thank God they can't use hard R's in Boston, or else, boy, would what they say is really offensive.
Yeah, I mean the only hard R they can really say properly is retarded.
Isn't that funny? The R doesn't exist in any Boston accent until they say retard.
Yeah. They got a correct pronunciation on that one.
It's like, yeah, I would love to go to like a Boston speech pathologist.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to tell you this. Your son uses too many R's.
Oh, go home, you fucking New York piece of shit. You are fucking retarded.
Clip it.
This fucking retard came to my place last night. They always just say that properly.
It's Boston AI.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I cut you off on something. I forgot what I cut you off
I don't
on.
even remember what I was talking about.
All
Oh, yeah,
right.
the pinger guy, because you were talking about saying foreign people's names properly. And
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not doing the accent.
I'm not doing the accent. Everything about me, people think I'm racist already. I can't start doing accents.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it will ruin your brand.
Yeah. I got a brand to uphold. Casual racism and foot fetish for gays.
Oh, yeah, is it mostly men?
Yeah, dude. I looked today, 93%. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's gay.
What does that mean?
Well, like, it's gay if there's like a D going in like my mouth or on my feet or something. But if it's just like non-contact, it's just universal.
I think they want contact. Like, people
That's
are
a-
watching
that's
this
an
for
assumption.
contact. Comment. They're going to comment.
Like, is this like is someone just
No,
like,
I don't think that. I think they want to, like, rub it or something.
oh, they want to put like their D on it?
Right.
Like, yeah. Well, I do. What are those videos called where they like jerk off instructions? Hey boys, pull your dicks out. Fondle your balls. Suck my cock. Suck my cock. I'm gonna stroke your cock while he sucks my cock.
This is good. This is good podcasting.
This is what the new show is, bro. I hope the episode there's a huge spike when I just did
There's
that.
gonna be, and it's gonna be so. Cause dude, people are starting to timestamp when the socks come off and on. Oh boy, someone started. Don't do that. Oh no,
Dude, I really think we should have an off-camera discussion about rebranding this show.
I don't think. I think it's already happened.
I think it should just be basically like fully clothed foot jerk off instructions, but like no nudity.
That's gonna be the Patreon.
And just really just skirt the line. It's like the people who are into balloon, like jack off to balloons. All balloon porn.
Wait, what?
There's people that just get like super turned on. Some people are into them popping. Some people are into them just being like rubbed together or being
Balloons?
surrounded. Yeah, but not naked, not
Well,
coming. I mean, there are some videos on Pornhub where people are coming on balloons, but just like
aren't all balloons naked? Oh,
no,
you mean
the people playing
Oh.
with them.
Interesting.
Yeah, but like most of the balloon porn lives on YouTube because it's not breaking any guidelines. It's just like some weirdo in their room, like either sitting on balloons and popping them, but when they pop, they're like,
What?
yeah, dude.
How did you find this subculture?
I don't know. It was a while. It was years ago, but I remember just being like, "Wow,
I was
dude,
in
it's
Australia."
Fucked up." Yeah, that's why I got so confused. That's like when ASMR started becoming a thing. I was like, "This is just like the balloon shit." Where I'm
Why
like,
would you? Don't tell people this.
"Tell people what?"
That you know that it's similar to the balloon fetish.
Well, in terms of like, it's not porn, but why does every ASMR video some like girl who looks like an anime character? They're all most of them are all hot, and
Yeah.
it's like, what's it for other than like jacking off?
Nothing.
Right, but it's like not porn, but it feels like porn.
I guess.
It's the same thing as a balloon thing. It's the same thing as the lady who's like, yeah, more hearts, thank you. Like, that feels like porn, but it's not porn. But people are jerking off to that.
like an army recruiting commercial.
Yeah, dude.
It's fucking for patriotism. I fucking love this country so much. That's so stupid.
Yeah, dude.
Nah, my parents came in yesterday for dinner, and they're like, "Who's on the pod this week?" I said, "You." My mom's like, "Is that the figging guy?" I was like, "Yeah."
She's like, "I'll be tuning out for that episode."
Yeah, he's a fucking lot, dude. I was like, "Yeah, dude. That's why we have him on."
Dude, the funniest was when I met your parents after one of your shows.
Yeah.
And like I went into my normal like
the average guy.
Yeah, like how like my mother raised me to be like, "Hey, what's up, Mr. Happel, Mrs. Happel? How you doing? Like, nice to meet you guys." And like busting your balls a little bit, trying to, break bread. But then like your dad's like, "You're a crazy guy." Like
he's like, "Dude, I've heard you talk about shoving ginger in your asshole." Why are you trying to be polite now?
I know. I didn't know how to act because, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. When I'm around comics or doing podcasts, like, I'm just having fun. Like, I don't know. I'm not, like, walking around every day talking to people like this.
I mean, you kind of are.
Well, not around parents, I guess.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. No, to that, it's like, you ever see like a porn star being interviewed and they're like, I actually have a bachelor's degree in nursing.
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
Yes, Yes, that's exactly what it's like.
They're like, "Dude, I know who you are.
Yeah, I know what you do." Yeah.
I walked them past Ethel's. I was like, "This is where Chris takes dates." They're like, "What the fuck is going on with this kid?" I was like, "They have no ginger inside. He buys the ginger himself."
Yeah, that's so funny. That's exactly what that's like. Yeah. Where I'm just trying to be, yeah. Like, dude, that kind of happened to me in Nashville. I just got back from Nashville and like...
How was that?
Dude, interesting city.
First time there?
First time there.
Okay.
Dude, growing up, being in the Northeast, the standard is like, everyone in the South is dumb, dude. They're all fucking dumb.
Yeah.
But then as I got older and I like went, like I've been to Texas and Atlanta and stuff, I'm like, I've long since like performed that thought. I'm like, not everybody from the South is dumb.
Nashville,
they're pretty slow in Nashville.
Yeah, dude. They're pretty fucking dumb.
Riding on a low frequency down there. Sweet as
pie.
summer tea or whatever they drink. But like
summer tea?
Yeah, sweet tea.
Compared to winter tea?
Sweet as sweet tea.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, dude, just holy shit.
Yeah, dude. No, it's they're fucking playing it fast and loose down there, dude.
Slow and loose, dude.
Yeah. There's people are doing concealed and carry, but they're talking about it. It's like, why is it concealed then?
Dude, shot my first AK-47 when I was down there.
Yeah, dude.
Gotta say, a little disappointed in the AK-47.
What does that mean?
Bro, I've shot guns like so many times. Pretty much every time
Why
I go to the
do you
South.
go to a different city and shoot guns? That's like your thing.
When I go to the South, I pretty much usually go shoot guns. Because you can't it's not as easy up here. And the guns, you have to spend so much extra money, and you don't get to shoot all the wild guns.
So if you went to Minneapolis, you
I
want
don't
to
know
go
if
shoot
that's
guns?
a gun town.
I'm trying to think of other. Cleveland has to be a gun town. Tell me Cleveland's Ohio? Ohio's essentially the South. Their flag is eerily Confederate.
I mean, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, anything below the Mason-Dixon line, I'm like pretty confident. Like,
you could get a gun.
Go shoot some guns.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, one of the guys was telling us at the gun range about like we were asking him about like. No, this was an Uber driver asking us. We were asking him about like buying guns down here, and he was like, "Well, I mean." Because that's the thing. Every time you talk to a gun owner in the South, and if it comes up, they're always like, "Oh yeah, I got my gun. I got like whatever," and then they immediately start getting into like the rhetoric of like, Now, I'm a responsible gun owner.
Yes.
And they give us, the bad gun owners give us a bad name. And you need to register every bullet. You have your permit carriers, this, that, and you're just like, okay. And then I always like to do, I play naive. I'm like, yeah, dude, totally. And then I play curious and I poke holes. And I'm like, so, but like, what about the gun fairs? Because you know about the gun fairs.
Oh, my ex's dad would go to a gun fair like you go to feg people.
And he goes, and after he just lays out his, like, you know, steel argument about being responsible gun owner, I'm like, what about the gun fairs? He goes, well, those are a bit of a different story. And it's like, you could just go and buy a gun there.
Right.
You don't technically need to, like, I guess technically you're supposed to register it, but, like, there's no one there
Right.
to, like, oversee any of that.
If you go buy a gun in Walmart, you got to register it. But if someone rents out a conference hall, irrelevant.
Right. Like, I joked with, because I went to Nashville with Dan Piatetsky, I joked with him. I was like, dude, I looked up online. I was like, dude, there's a gun fair today, like 45 minutes outside of Nashville. I was like, we could literally drive there, buy guns, bring them to the gun range, shoot them, and then throw them in the garbage when we're done.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm not going to bring a gun with me on an airplane back to New York.
That's not what I meant. I meant they have guns at the range.
Just because it'd be fun to be like, look, I bought a gun, and now I'm using the gun I bought.
You are so bad with money, it's insane.
I didn't do that.
Oh, you didn't do that?
No, I did not do that.
I don't know.
I'm just saying we could have. I was like joking with him, like, dude, we could right now. Like, we can't do that here in New York. We can't, like, get in a car and be like, there's a gun show 45 minutes from here. We go pick up a bunch of guns, bring them to a range. No one's going to ask us questions. Shoot them all off and just chuck them in the garbage.
You can do that. It's called the South Bronx. You could do that exact
I'm not connected
thing.
into those channels.
You don't have to be. You could just go. You could just take the 4.
Yeah.
Take it 3 more stops up, and you could do exactly what you just said. You
Yeah.
could shoot beer cans. Like you could act like it's 21 Jump Street.
Dude, yeah. But
Okay, so the AK-47 was weak.
So every gun, I've shot AR-15s, I've shot a bunch of other, like, rifles, but I've always wanted to shoot the AK because they always say it's, like, one of the greatest guns ever invented. It's, like, durable. It barely jams. It's, like, waterproof. Like the AR-15 can't, like, I don't think can be, like, dunked underwater and then shot. Like an AK-47, you can, like, pull it up out of mud and it will fire.
Comment below about the feet and guns.
Yeah. Well, it's literally the outside of, like, U.S. military. It's, like, the most stock standard rifle, like, used.
Well, I know. And, James Bond, all the bad guys, they ski with them.
Yeah.
So that's got to be something.
Because they could probably deal, like, in the cold and the snow getting in it and all that shit.
Yep.
Dude, so I'm talking up the AK-47 in the car on the way there. Then we get there. They got one AR-15, one AK-47, and I was like, is that a fucking AK? I was like, can we shoot that? And he's like, goddamn right you can. He starts going on the same fucking spiel that I went on.
You did that in the car.
About how it's fucking waterproof. He goes, it's the biggest gun used in militias. He goes,
that's a weird stat.
He goes, it's a really fun gun to shoot. He goes, I was in the military. He goes, I didn't even shoot an AK-47 until I started working here because it's, like, not a U.S.
Yeah, Americans can't use
we don't use a fucking commie gun, bro.
Right.
But it is a sweet gun.
Pretty cool.
Dude, fucking load up the magazine with all the bullets are, like, this fucking big.
You got to load it yourself, huh?
Some places I've been, they load the magazines for you because they don't want you doing it. They were just like, how many boxes of bullets you want? I was like, okay.
Let's do it.
Clipping them in. Dude, no tutorial on how to use it. The only thing you showed me was how to pull the clip out because an
It's
AR...
like a banana clip.
Yeah, because the AR-15, you, like, lock it into place and then you give it the classic pop.
Yep.
You smack it in. The AK-47 has, like, a latch, so you fucking, like, latch it off and then you, like, lock a new one in. It's like a different mechanism for it. So he shows me how to, like, do that, but everything else, it's just like, safety off. Pop, 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 pop. Dude, I load it up, fire off one bullet, next shot, it's like jammed. The gun's fucking jammed up.
I thought they can't jam.
That's what I know. So the gun fucking starts jamming up.
You're too American.
I can't fucking like pop the fucking safety like back on. So I just like put the thing down and step off and there's like a guy like in the range room that's like sort of just
the ref
facilitating. Yeah, and I'm like, hey man, your fucking AK is busted, dude. So he brings it in the back. He's like struggling with it. He takes it out, comes back. It starts like working again. Load up another fucking clip. Fucking jams up again.
You're too American for this commie gun.
Yeah, dude. It was. I got to shoot off one full fucking like clip, and it was sick. But I was like, dude, what a fucking drag, man. Like, that was one of those situations where I'm like, dude, if I lived in the South and I would want to know everything about guns, I would want to know how to like, I'm gonna take this gun apart and reassemble it and figure out why it's not shooting properly.
I like how kids like in California, like Steve Jobs was like, I want to take apart this computer, learn about it, and then make a company. And then there's other kids. They're like, I want to take apart this gun so I could go and shoot other guns.
I mean, you didn't like when you were younger. Did you like play in the backyard like guns?
No,
like, have, like toy guns. And, like
guns. I shot them once. Too much power.
No. I'm even talking about like as a kid, like Nerf
cops
guns
and robbers, or
like yeah.
Not
like,
really. I was never really a gun kid.
Dude, I was like all weapons all day, dude.
Yeah, that's
swords,
weird.
guns. I was like
You had swords?
playing in the backyard. Yeah,
Like
you got
real
like
swords?
a samurai, dude. I got. You always have like a pocket. You got like your last resort pistol or handgun. You got your big gun, and then maybe like a fucking sick sword that you slide in the back of your shirt.
Why were you raised like a revolutionary soldier?
I was just. I mean, dude. I'm 36, so like, and I grew up like in Jersey where I grew up. It was very much like go outside and play. Don't come in until we call you in for dinner type of deal. So you're just
No,
like
I get
out in
that.
the fucking backyard, just like I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
watched,
like you could
G.I.
play.
Joe and like X-Men and like I don't know. It's just
They
like
have guns in X-Men.
Cable. He's got a gun.
Who's Cable?
He's the bad guy in the new Deadpool. He's got the metal arm and like the laser eye.
I wasn't a superhero guy either.
I wasn't a big superhero guy. Like, I didn't read comics, but, like, you know, I watched, like, the Batman cartoon and, like, Ninja Turtles and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
What were you watching when you were younger? Just, like...
A lot of Seinfeld.
I mean, I watched that, too.
That's why I sound like an old Jew all the time just complaining. I've been doing this for 29 years, dude. Just complaining about shit.
Dude, I went through a hard Seinfeld phase growing up.
There's 3 shows. We'll say there was 5 shows my family watched. Seinfeld, King of Queens,
Same.
Everybody Loves Raymond,
Same.
Survivor, and Big Brother.
I think maybe they did the first season of Survivor. No Big Brother.
And Big Brother is just domesticated Survivor.
Right.
Survivor's dogs, Big Brother's cats.
Yeah, the first 3 are all on par with my family.
Very crucial shows in the Happel household.
Yeah. I mean, there was many years where like when Jeter was still playing where like the Yankees games were always on.
Yes.
Yankees games are on.
I'm not including sports into
Right.
this equation. American Idol was very big.
My brother was really into American Idol, so like we would watch it from time to time as a family.
Yeah, big Clay Aiken fan.
I would watch the first like beginning of the season
Yes.
when the freaks are coming into town.
Right.
But then once it gets
Wasn't that good? It wasn't interesting anymore. Because none of them were good enough to like. Besides Carrie Underwood, shout out to her.
Bro, what the how the fuck is Kelly Clarkson still?
She looks like a thumb, dude.
Dude, she looks like she looks like a thumb that was allergic to shellfish and just ate a seafood
Yeah,
salad.
dude. It was like a stub big toe.
Yeah, dude. How the fuck did she like? I don't know. Does she even like still perform and do music? She's like
She has a talk show.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
She like transitioned from like being like a contestant on a show to now she's like a personality and shit.
Yeah.
Belt a tune.
But I think that she was like the first reality winner. You know what I mean? Like, there was really no other. I mean, I'm sure there were, but America was like, wow. Like, you could really just go on TV after being a waitress and sing, and then you get a record deal, and they were like, Jesus, Cinderella, essentially.
Right. I'm trying to think.
But now everyone's a reality star, and you're like, fuck this dude. And then you got like the Island Boys kissing each other.
Bro, they are really...
Kelly Clarkson walked so the Island Boys could run.
You know what's insane? You know what's insane to me is like... Dude, I the other day, I say I went on a deep dive. I spent all of 15 minutes doing some research about them.
That's a deep dive. There's not much about them.
Well, that was what's crazy is like on their social shit, it's all like, obviously they're like greatest rappers, biggest this, blah, blah, blah. Bro, you go to their Spotify, it's like, they got like 20,000. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
There's like, people aren't even going to listen to it ironically.
They probably did for about 6 weeks.
But bro, their none of their songs are even. You would think that like how memed out that they are on the internet, and that they're like getting headline status on like World Star and shit for making out and No Jumper and all this shit.
That is wild.
You would think that like people would go over and like listen to all of it, like ironically,
right,
and do weird meme remixes and shit.
Well, that's what they're hoping for.
But it's not even happening. They're just like fully a joke. It's like they're just fully like a joke.
How long? What's the time frame between kissing your identical brother and Suicide Pact? How long do you think it is until they both kill themselves? It's got to be within a year. If they're not dead within a year, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. It's always crazy to me because I like follow like No Jumper and shit on Instagram. So like,
which is
I'm just getting like blasted with these like headline fucking style, because they post like every like hour on the hour. Yeah. And it's like all these, it's mostly like hip hop culture and like sports and
black
shit.
Barstool,
yeah. But dude, it's like crazy like the amount of times that they'll be like, some rapper died or killed himself, and it's like a face. Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that?
I think that guy delivered me a gyro.
And then I go, and then I like look up who they are on Spotify. They have like 45 million downloads or whatever on a song, and the song is trash. And I'm like, I guess R.I.P.
That's like all hip hop now. Everyone that's huge, I listen. I'm like, maybe I don't know. Am I old? Like, everyone sucks.
Dude. Well,
I like the baby.
Hip hop more. Yeah, but the baby is even like. I'm trying to think of what to compare it to.
He's a little outdated.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's like, well, he's not outdated. He's like, it's kind of like how comics are, right? There's like really funny comics that we know that no one has ever heard of, right? Like, but then you have like your tier up, your Normans, your Sam Morrills. They're like your Shane Gillis's, and then you have your like
Chappelle's,
Bill Burrs and Chappelle's and like that
good point.
So like I feel like, and also rap is like the trendiest of all the musics.
It's very true.
It's like always on the forefront of like any other style of music. It's like the most, whether you like it or not.
It's the truth.
I feel like you can't deny how innovative it is as a genre of music. So like it's always going to be like, you have to stay on it, or like you're like in the dust.
Yeah.
Then you turn into us and you're like, the baby is popular.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, he is, but like there's like guys with face tattoos that came up on like SoundCloud that we never heard of, like XX something weird name that I don't even know how to pronounce because it's like got too many consonants in it, but somehow there's vowels.
Right.
It's like, I don't know what the fuck is happening. Yeah.
And then there's the baby, there's Lil Baby. I'm like, well, how many babies are there? So many babies.
I'd be pretty pissed.
It's a nursery.
Not pissed, but like I would just. Now we sound like old white dudes.
Yeah, dude.
Especially what I was about to say. I was about to be like, dude, there's so many Lils. I would never want to be a Lil.
There's so many Lil. Lil Durk. I like a few of his songs from his new album.
Yeah.
He walked out Jake Paul.
What about? Wait, what did he do to Jake Paul?
He walked him out when Jake Paul fought Nate Diaz 2-3 weeks ago.
I just watched that doc about.
I gotta watch it.
It was interesting because I didn't know much about either of them. Like
the Paul brothers, you mean?
Yeah, like I knew like some of the key like timeline, like you know the thing with him being in like the suicide forest in Japan and shit.
Yeah,
like, but like I didn't know like they kind of like laid the groundwork of like being like a YouTube star.
Like Vine. So many kids blew up on Vine. I didn't even know.
Right.
Them, Shawn Mendes, Olivia Rodrigo, I think.
Really?
So many kids blew up on Vine.
Right.
Because it was like Musical.ly first or some bullshit.
Dude, they showed like early videos of the Paul brothers like making these fucking YouTube videos, and it's like they're from like the earlier 2000s, and they're like doing the shit that is like considered now hack.
Right, they were the first to do it.
So like you watch it and you're like, fuck, they and whoever else that was in their like peer group came up with the fucking bullshit standards that like we see now.
Yeah, dude. They had the Hype House.
Yeah.
You remember the Hype House?
Yeah.
That was big, dude. When I heard about that, I was like, these are some smart fucking kids.
You know, at the time when it was happening, I didn't look at it as being smart. Now, seeing where it all is, I'm like, okay.
No, they're like male Kardashians. The Paul brothers.
Yeah, but
they didn't have a momager.
The difference is I actually think more credit. I would give more props to the Paul brothers because they're actually doing stuff.
Right. OJ's not any of their dads.
Right.
They didn't have a leg up or a glove up.
Right.
Yeah, right. OJ joke.
Yeah, dude. Man, what a fucking OJ. Dude, his fucking hello Twitter world.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
I also like how like when someone does something bad, he'll like talk down to him like, "Guy, you murdered 2 people." But can you believe what?
But that's again, we're gonna sound like more like an old white guy, but it's like, dude, that's what's like so funny about like the standards where like Lizzo's getting like fucking people are trying to take down Lizzo, the queen of the fats, and the fucking like, you know, they're like Lord and Savior because of what to me sounds like a bunch of people just being overly sensitive.
Well, if the banana thing's true.
Yeah, but they're at a sex show in... Think about it like this. This is how I looked at it. They're at a sex show in Amsterdam. You told me some stories about your day job and shit. I won't get into it, but like people doing kind of wild shit after hours, going out drinking with coworkers. You're with coworkers. You're all like hyped. You're all fucking hype beasted out. You're doing shows. You're all making money. You're fucking crushing it. And then you're at a sex show in Amsterdam and one of the performers comes up to your group with a banana sticking out of your pussy and your boss is like, eat that fucking banana, bro. And everyone's like, yeah. And in that moment, you're probably like, I would prefer not to eat the banana, but we're all fucking here. Let's fucking go. And you eat the fucking banana out of their pussy. I don't think like, it wasn't like Lizzo was like, you, Claire, come into my office, eat this pussy out of this woman's banana. Like, it wasn't like a, or I'm going to fire you from the squad.
Eat this pussy out of this woman's banana.
Oh, did I say it backwards? Well, whatever. Eat the banana out of the pussy. That would be sick,
That would
though.
be wild.
Yeah.
Was there some side of biological scientist?
Someone draw that.
Yeah. Put it in the comments.
Put that in AI and draw it.
Put that in the dolly.
Yeah.
A vagina and a banana.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to me like any of the, like in the things that I heard that they're like the woman was like, I shit my pants dancing because I was afraid that I'd get like fired or whatever. It's like, bitch, it doesn't. You didn't say they told me if I went to go to the bathroom that they'd fire me. You decided this because of some like. You felt triggered by the moment.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It's just like it just seems like a bunch of little stories that they put together to be like, let's vilify this bitch.
First one, I think you have a point. No, second one, I think you have a point. First one, I think you're just into some kinky shit. Yeah, we have different definitions of workplace.
But like,
etiquette.
I guess I don't know. Like, this is probably where people are going to be like, well, you're a straight white male, so you have privilege. But it's like, to me, I'm like, if I'm in a situation with my job and I'm out after hours, and they're like I've been at after work functions for my day job, and they're like, let's all get drinks, and I go out and I'm like, I'm not drinking tonight. And they're like, oh, come on, have a drink, have a shot, have a drink, and I'm like, no, I don't want one. And they're like, maybe try to bust my balls about it. I'm like, cool, but I'm not.
Right.
I'm not doing it. So why in the moment when you're at a sex show and there's a performer with a banana sticking out of her snatch and Lizzo's like, you eat the banana, you can't just be like, no, I'm not eating the banana. I don't know. I mean, I guess we need to wait for the court hearing and the testimony, but it's like, I'm not hearing that like Lizzo forced my head to make me eat this fucking banana, or she said, you're fired if you don't eat this banana. You bitched out under peer pressure. You did it, and you didn't want to do it.
The real problem is confidence.
Yeah,
more confidence.
Yeah, stop being a bitch.
Yeah,
you did something you didn't want to do. No one told you had to do it. You did it anyway, and 5 years later, you decide you don't like it.
Have you considered being Lizzo's representation in this case?
No, but I will be a paralegal on the. I will be a paralegal on it.
I like how you don't even have the confidence to represent her. You're like, I'll be paralegal.
Yeah, well, I'm not with a law degree.
I don't think you need one in this case.
This is just fun court.
Yeah. This is the court of public opinion. This
Welcome,
is more for the TikTok clips.
Welcome to fat court, bum bum.
That's just Judge Judy.
It's 2 tubas.
It's just Lizzo farting twice.
Wait, why did we?
How did we get here?
Yeah, what were we talking about?
Lizzo.
Because but I remember because we were talking about OJ. What's crazy to me is that like everyone, obviously there's a difference between like the law and then just like your social perception. Like, you know, like Chris D'Elia didn't have to go to court, but everyone's like, you're a jerk, boo, we cancel you type of deal.
Yeah, but didn't something happen like 6 to 12 months ago where people were like, oh no, this guy's just a fucking creep?
Yeah, but that was obvious to me from the get. There was nothing illegal. Was he being trashy? Would I want my sister around him? No. But did he do anything illegal or groom people? No. I think he was just casting a net and was being a douche. And girls would be like, oh my God, you're so funny. And he would be like, are you 18? They were like, no. He goes, hit me up when you are. Peace. Bye. He was just trying to like get puss. Trashy.
I hear ya.
Not cool, but not illegal.
That's true.
But not illegal.
It's not illegal.
So it's like we're canceling people based on like social etiquette rather than like, did you break the law or not break the law?
Yeah, this country's really fucking falling apart.
But it's like people will fucking meme out and tweet and have fun with OJ. He fucking murdered. Murdered people. But Lizzo had too much fun at some after hours fucking things, and they're like, take this bitch to the grave. Like, take her down.
This country's changed, dude. 30 years ago, you could murder your wife and her potential boyfriend, and we'd root for you. We'd say, that's a good guy. And now look at us, trying to cancel a fat hero.
Dude, the Smithsonian gave her, like, Thomas Jefferson's flute.
He had a flute?
Apparently he had, I think it was Thomas Jefferson or Hamilton, some president's flute. And they were like, here you go, Lizzo, from the government to you.
Huh. I thought Obama was our first gay president. That's a stupid joke.
Dude, did you see the indictment shit on... Wait, I didn't...
No, did you hear about Obama?
No.
Apparently a love letter came out from him back in college where he said he had gay thoughts.
Does not surprise me.
But he wrote it... Can you look it up? This is wild. Because he wrote it in a way where I'm like, did he write it? Obama gay love letter, I guess. Yeah, gay letter. What you got up there?
Barack, here's just on the New York Post, just the headline reads, Barack Obama told X, I make love to men daily, but in the imagination.
Yeah. Like, that's how a forefather would write that. Not someone in 1982.
This is probably coming out because of that thing with the chef being killed or dying. Did you hear about that?
Jeff?
A chef.
Oh, the chef. Yes.
The chef, wasn't he like the chef at one of the Obama homes and died?
Cape Cod.
But there's like weird stuff around him dying, and I've heard people say things about like it being like some sort of like secret gay lover.
Yeah, Tim Dillon alluded to that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, a lot of people are also. Besides him. Well, listen, if you ask my ex and her whole family, they think Michelle Obama's a woman. They genuinely think that. They're that, like, QAnon conservative where they believe that shit.
Wait, that she's a woman or a man?
What did I say?
You said that she's a woman.
No, that she's a man.
I thought you were saying it like you think she's a man and that they're like they're retarded.
They actually believe that she's a woman. Can you believe that? I'm QAnon.
Dude. Yeah, man. Wait, what were we talking about?
The indictment stuff. You're going to bring up the indictment stuff.
I didn't see what ended up happening. I remember I was at my parents' place, and, you know, they have CBS News just, like, on because they're boomers.
News?
Well, they were, like, watching something else that was on CBS, and then it just came on, and I let it run because I haven't watched, like, traditional, like, news in a while, and I was like, I'll give this a little go. And they were like, report down in Georgia, indictment, like and I was watching all the lead up, and I was like, they kept delaying when the press release was gonna happen, so I went to bed. I didn't see what ended up happening. Like,
yeah, he got indicted again for interfering with the Georgia election.
I feel like this. I'm not some like Trump supporter, but I feel like this is like this is a similar thing with Armstrong with like the doping and his and on the bikes shit, where everyone's doing it, but they're just spotlighting him. Like none of the indictment stuff that I heard where they're like fucking around with like names in the voting boxes, like isn't there always like a level of that type of coercion going on all sides with these like political things?
I mean,
do you get what I'm saying?
I kind of get what you're saying, where people try to
like this isn't like what Trump and his cabinet did for the election stuff isn't unheard of to have happened. It's more just like they got caught or someone was able to expose them, so they're doing it. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know about that.
Like I feel like there's always like a certain level of like rigging going on.
Well, no rigging happened. That's the thing.
What do you mean no rigging happened?
Wait, there wasn't the election wasn't rigged.
So then why would they be trying to indict him?
Because he's trying to say that it was rigged and interfere, and he's trying to get votes added, and but that's what happened in Georgia.
Happened.
Right.
So how could he add votes to a thing that was
right? He would like call people up and be like, "Can you find some extra votes?"
Right, but like to me that doesn't sound that crazy.
Well, it's crazy because that's just not how it works. But the whole thing with the indictment, from my understanding, and this is purely from Saga and Jetty and Crystal Ball, is that you would have to prove that that Trump doesn't actually believe the election was stolen, and he's doing this for personal gain. You have to prove like those two things.
Oh, I see.
But the thing is, he genuinely believes that it was stolen, and he says it in every interview. Even when people are like, "Don't bring it up," he's like, "I'm gonna bring it up because it's bullshit." So that's why all these indictments are pretty useless, because you got to prove that he actually doesn't think this.
Right. Which how do you prove that?
Which you're not gonna prove it. But what you're going to do is prove to his side that these people are wrong and give him more power.
Right.
That's the problem with all this. Now, if you want to, indict him because he tried to get votes added in certain areas of the
that
country.
just goes to show you how little I understood what was going on. That's crazy. So it's really like, it almost sounds like it's like to his gain, all this shit.
This is going to come out very good for him.
This is like a game that he's playing.
Yeah. Well, it's not a game that he's playing. He genuinely thinks the election was stolen.
Right. But but to your point, though, that this is just fueling a fire.
Oh, this is going to be very good for him.
Right.
In the grand scheme of things.
Wow.
He's going to be back. Donnie T's going to be back in the office, dude.
But he's not going to run this round.
Yeah.
Really? I thought I heard people saying that he wasn't, but I guess he is.
They're probably libs, dude. Did you see the Iowa caucus is going to come up? So everyone went to the Iowa State Fair to do speeches. DeSantis went to walk up, and they said the whole crowd's chanting, "We want Trump." I was like, "Is that Iowa or Nassau County?" And then the governor of Iowa was like, "Can you let the guy talk?" And they were like, "No, fuck him, dude. Fuck this guy."
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Are
dude.
people into Kennedy?
Well, he's a Democrat.
Right, but he's doing that whole
He's a wild Democrat.
Yeah, he's like
dude.
a wild card Democrat. Like he's saying shit that reaches that would entice people across the aisle.
That's why I think he might win, because he's getting them from both angles. He's like, I believe in universal health care.
Yeah, but
and that vaccines are bullshit.
Right.
People are like,
but can't the
Fuck yeah, dude.
parties smother somebody? Didn't the Democrats fucking cut Bernie Sanders out like a mole? They stopped him. The own party stopped him from moving forward. Can't they do that to Kennedy?
Yeah. If they think they'll lose money through him, but I think as of now they're like, see how this goes. Let the boy run.
Weird.
I'm also not an expert in any of this. I just listen to two people 3 times a week.
Right. I can't. Every time I try to get into being I'm going to be more informed about the world, even with Crystal and Sagar, which is a fucking great show because it's non-bipartisan. They're not taking hard opinions. They're just trying to lay facts. I mean, to the point where it's even sometimes it's so dry where you're kind of almost oh, I wish it was more entertaining, like the fucking cable news, which is bad because it shouldn't be entertainment. It should be real
just
information.
Facts.
Right. But even that, my brain starts getting into what do they call it? Doom scrolling. I get in doom mode.
Yeah.
Where I'm just dude, this isn't good for me.
Right.
I can't know. The more I know, the more bad it gets mentally for me. This group's on strike. The war in Ukraine. This one's corrupt. This is happening. These things are fucked up. It's I don't know. It just starts when you even just with the facts, you're just where the fuck is this all going? It just seems very doom.
That's why who cares? Just watch the girls on TikTok doing the recruitment dances.
Oh, the sorority?
Yeah, get a frozen marg.
Dude, those are hypnotizing.
Dude, I'm obsessed.
It's the perfect blend of hypnotic but annoying, but not so annoying that I can't watch
I'm aware.
A few of them.
They're beautiful angels.
Yeah, those are very insane. That's a culture that I find fascinating. That that Southern State College,
yes,
fucking deep in the program history.
They take it so
clubs.
serious.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
It would be It would be cool to really do something treat that culture like a animal, a Discovery, Planet Earth style thing, where you're Kappa Phi Thai, and just break down
Well, there's a HBO documentary about Alpha Phi at Alabama.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Came out, like a year ago. Maybe a little less.
And what? It's just like about the history of the.
It's about
sorority?
like how fucking cutthroat these bitches are, and how like toxic the whole culture is, and what they make girls do and stuff. I gotta watch it.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
No, I gotta watch it. It's on my list.
Oh, dude, we should watch it and fucking.
For the Patreon,
We'll
take our socks off and watch that.
Yeah. Sexy mystery science theater.
Ooh, hey. Oh, do you think I thought of this? Because as you know, I'm big on the shrooms now.
Wait, really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So I was talking about it with my buddies, and they were shocked that I'm into the shrooms. I thought it'd be funny, like people you think wouldn't be into them actually are super into them. Like if Trump was doing shrooms, he just talks about it. He's just like, I went to my dealer, and I said I need some shrooms, and I said how many shrooms you got? He said I got 4 grams, folks. He said I got 4 grams. I go, wow, that's a lot of grams.
It's too many grams.
It's a lot of grams.
Too many grams. I love how your Trump is like Al Pacino Trump.
Yeah.
Too many grams.
And I did them.
I did the grams.
And you know what I saw, folks? You know what I saw? I saw God. And God is beautiful. That's right. God's a woman. It's a trans woman.
Dude, that is one thing that is interesting about hallucinogenics like acid and DMT and mushrooms is like, yeah, I feel like those pot sometimes too. These days, not so much, but like, I don't know, like I had a roommate in college. This kid was like funny, but not because he was trying to be funny. He was just like a cartoon character. He was very monotone.
Autistic.
His name was Frank, probably mildly autistic, and just like he was really into baseball. He like was into stats, all this shit, right? We were roommates freshman year. Or no, Vince, his name was. Vince Mercandetti. And, dude, he fucking... I was like the party one of us, and he was like on a Friday, and it was like, I'm just going to sit here and have a couple of beers and watch the Yankees game and just would chill. And I'd be like, I'm going to go fucking party.
Yeah, I'm going to ginger up my ass.
Yeah. And I would come back and be like, you want to smoke weed? He's like, I don't smoke weed. Like, and we got along and everything, but he was just...
Was he Squidward?
He had a Squidward voice.
Okay.
He really did talk like that. And he was so funny. And we're like, we were friends for many years. And like, dude, saw him like years after college, bumped into him out somewhere. And he was like, oh, I did something that you would find interesting. And I was like, what's that? He goes, I take acid now.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, what the fuck, Vince? I was like, dude, the amount of times I would ask you, I was like, do you smoke weed now too? He goes, absolutely not.
I solely do hard synthetic drugs.
Yeah, LSD. Yeah, dude.
I thought you were going to say, I shove ginger in my
I fig now. I fig.
Oh, that's fun. I'm just imagining an autistic Squidward shoving ginger in their asshole.
It's not that far off.
But I also thought like QAnon Seinfeld. That's like the opposite of this, where he's like, he declassified the papers. He can do that. He's the president. That's what he could do. He looks at papers. He goes declassified, and they're done.
I feel like that's a very Troy Bond character of you.
Oh, please don't insult me,
dude. He's fucking crushing, bro.
I heard he bombed JFL. That's what I heard.
I mean, that wouldn't
shock me.
Wouldn't shock me, but just, I mean, to even get asked to do JFL is kind of like
Not
a lot
anymore.
of people submit.
They're all fucking. They all have a big following.
What do you mean?
Everyone that gets New Faces now. New Faces hasn't been, and this is now people don't care about this, but New Faces hasn't been relevant since 2014.
Dude, Lucas, and I hope I'm not airing out too much of his personal laundry, but like, dude, Lucas McCrary, shouts out Lucas McCrary in Austin, dude, he fucking murdered his JFL, and he got fucking signed. He signed to, I'll tell you later whose man. I don't know if that's like information I should be giving out, but like, we'll bleep this out or what. He's on his management now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And was like, and had multiple management companies vying for him. He had to choose between who he wanted. So I don't know that it's completely irrelevant in terms of like
but
being a
managers don't
career
do
changer.
much. Agents do it.
They're gonna, but they have all the contacts. They're gonna be. You basically have somebody working for you now because they take a cut, so they want you to succeed, and they're gonna push for you to like headline shows and do tour and do the country and like do all that shit. You have representation now.
Yeah, but I heard they get you some terrible gigs for low pay, and they take 10%.
Listen, if tomorrow a reputable management company said, we want to work with you because we think we can help your career and I can quit my job, I'll take the shit pay and go with the management.
All right.
You think I want to keep fucking slinging copiers and fucking telling jokes
I
at
think
night?
you love copiers.
I loathe it.
There's nothing more I think you love than talking about ink and toner. People still doing the toner?
Oh, yeah.
Toner's big, huh?
Toners, I don't think they've ever invented anything new. There's a bunch of companies that have been fucking around with like inkjet, like liquid ink, to be like competitive with the toner because inkjet's cheaper, like and more cost effective, but like also it needs to dry, and how do you do the dry and the make? It's just like a whole thing. Please bleep all of that out.
Okay.
Please cut all that out. I mean, you don't. No, I mean you don't have to. I just mean because it's so fucking boring. I can't even believe I just said that.
What happens if we get a whole new following? It's foot fetish people
and people who
printer
need
salesmen.
copiers. Yeah.
Do I fuck? Yeah, this guy fucking really knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. We're done.
We're done.
Okay. He's gonna go do some. Yep. There it is.
I'm gonna go do a roast and grab those cocks and they'll come on
All
your
right.
laps.
That's so weird.